What is up, you guys? It's Conyo Noob here, giving you a review on Dark Souls Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Now, Dark Souls was originally a game that came out in 2011 for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Last year, a remastered port of Dark Souls came out for the PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Now, most specifically, the Switch had a lot of controversy towards its version. This was because originally, it was advertised that the Switch version would come out day one alongside its other counterparts. Unfortunately, a few months into development, it was announced that this wasn't going to be the case and that the Switch version would come out about 8 months after. So, how does the game run and how does it compare to the PS4 and the Xbox One version? Was that extra 8 months necessary to make a great port? Pop a cold one and enjoy my review on Dark Souls Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. First and foremost, the Dark Souls games are known, or I can even go as far and say that the games are notorious for being difficult, and it shows in this game. Bro, I mean, you've heard the memes. This guy you meet at level 1, 3 minutes into the game. This game will make you its It's going to feed you dog food, it's going to force you to that dog food, and it's gonna make you eat that. All jokes aside, please excuse my language, but this game really has gotten on my nerves, and I love every bit of it. The game puts you in a situation where you have to learn and you have to adjust. You're gonna fail, but each time that you fail, you're gonna get that much better at it. There really is a strong sense of satisfaction in the way that you progress through this game. Every time you beat a boss that you had a hard time beating, one by one lang mga sir. Every time you've gone through this long journey of killing enemies that are very close to putting you to death, and you reach a campfire, and it feels very beautiful. The satisfaction is almost addictive. More so, the game definitely shows that it is a labor of love. Fuck! Bandai Namco has definitely placed a lot of effort into the game, not only on the original version, but porting it to the Switch. With about 10 years of looking back on what was wrong with the game on its initial release, has given the developers a chance to correct and truly polish the game into an almost perfect experience. Correcting some mistakes that we've had, like the notorious lag on Blighttown, it's all been polished, it's all been very beautifully remade. Or, should I say, remastered. Another thing I'd like to point out is that the game is very much replayable. After you've beaten the game once, you can try other classes if you'd like, just to experience the game in another manner. I personally played the game a second time. After putting about 60 hours on my first playthrough, I picked the same character, went through the same way that I would, but I still got crossed. I was still fooled by the game's cheap tricks. And it's just amazing as to how it can keep doing that, especially on a second time. Bro, what the hell? You're joking me? Oh, son of a bitch. And now my opinion on why Dark Souls should be played on the Switch, or is best played on the Switch. Being able to play Dark Souls on the Switch just adds a whole other dimension into playing this game. Because there's a lot of grind involved in this game. You can quickly grind while you're waiting on the bus, while you're in a line. It's just very amazing thinking that this Switch has definitely elevated the game and the experience of playing the game, all because it was made portable. Now moving over to some cons to the game. As a personal opinion, I do think that the story is convoluted. I think that some players were after that or are enjoyed about that for some reason. I didn't. It just felt like the game made you feel lost. The game was already difficult and you're trying to make it even more difficult to understand. So I think it's just a theme that the creators were going for, but I can't really feel it, if I can be honest with you. It's gotten a lot clearer now that I've finished the second playthrough, but going for it on the first time can make things pretty difficult to understand. In addition to the theme of vagueness, the game itself or the game design just throws you out there. This is a good thing, I believe. It's like Breath of the Wild, where here you go, bro. You do your own thing here. Bye bye. You just did the tutorial, so you can do it. But I got lost at the very beginning of the game, and it was very frustrating for me. I went to a place that had high enemies because I didn't know that I was supposed to go to another route. You'll understand what I mean when you play this game. There's a place where there's skeletons, and these guys are they 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 massacred me, and I thought I was supposed to go there. So I took about 3 days to get that grinded out, just to know that I was in the wrong spot to begin with. I was damn near considering to quit the game, but I pushed through because I'm a masochist for some reason. And it's reasons like this why people can be put off by the game and just quit at the beginning. Just one last thing, the price is a bit off for the Switch. I know there's people complaining about the Switch tax, but I think that also has to do with the fact that the Switch version of the game has come out 8 months after the PS4, which would mean that the game is a bit newer. I don't know, but the Switch version of the game costs about nearly $20 more than the other versions, and that that is something quite negative I have to put out. For 20 bucks, you can buy another game to enjoy. Final thoughts on everything. I believe that the Dark Souls game is very beautiful, and if you're a person that's played the game before, I don't think you have to touch it. It's a shaky could do without on my rating scale. You can if you'd like to do the game again, but for someone that's never played Dark Souls, like myself, I've never played the original Dark Souls. I can say for a fact that any gamer out there or anyone who claims to be called a gamer owes it to themselves to play the game. It is that beautiful. I believe that this is one of the games that if you win it, you get a personal badge that says you are a gamer. You are a gamer for finishing this game. It is a solid, absolute must-have for Dark Souls virgins. Now that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe for more content. Please like me on Facebook. Support the channel. See you guys. Peace.